I don't know who needs to hear this, but being sad and single is not an excuse to go online shopping. Just because you're touch-starved doesn't mean that you should aggressively rail your own bank account. And we all know that you don't actually have the money to buy all that. You don't even have the money for therapy. Okay, we don't live as crazy rich Asians because you're probably neither rich nor Asian. You're just fucking crazy. Unless you're Asian. Then you're just a crazy Asian. I think it's fucking hilarious how professors and teachers will expect you to remember something that they said in a Zoom lecture 2 weeks ago. And they're like, oh, you guys don't remember what I told you? No. I can't even remember what happened to me 5 minutes ago. Half the time I will walk into a room and I will not remember what I went into that room for. Like, bitch, I could have literally been shot 14 times in the head. And I would get up and walk away and be like, what happened? Okay, the only thing that's going on in here is the Animal Crossing soundtrack. I still remember the time when one of my friends survived an earthquake, and the first text she sent me was, "Yes, Mother Nature, shake that ass." Girl, you are about to get crushed by a falling ceiling. What are you? Same girl. She went to go see the It movie by herself, and like half an hour in, she sends me a snap and she's like, Pennywise is kinda hot. When the little kid got his arm literally ripped off his body, she was like, oh my god, Pennywise is so dominant. If you're watching this, get a therapist. I don't know how to help you. I don't understand people who tell me money's not gonna make you happy. Even if you like buy all those clothes, you're still gonna be sad. Yeah, but I'll be sad and cute. Unlike you, sad and ugly. The fuck? Y'all know how we like put the first man on the moon like years ago? I'm confused as to why we didn't keep going. Like, why did we stop? Why can't we just put all the men there? The next time a random guy shows up in my DMs and is like, ooh, what'd that mouth do? Succumb to the vacuum of space, you ugly bitch. Have you realized that everything in a relationship has an end? Friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend. The only thing that doesn't have an end is Hello Kitty and death. This is a message for the people who say that they want to drop out of school to become a stripper. Girl, you have difficulty opening a bag of chips. How do you expect to dangle yourself 5 feet in the air? Being a stripper means you're strong, elegant, and you aren't shaped like a pickle jar. You over here looking like a cockroach that just got sprayed with a copious amount of Raid. Girl, you're gonna have a heart attack, land on someone, and probably kill them. I learned today that life is too short to hold a grudge. So you should hold at least 5. I get that it's important to be all nice and forgiving. Like, oh, forgive and forget. My cousin used to use me as a soccer ball. He would tie my body together with duct tape. He would proceed to roll me around the streets of China like I was a fucking armadillo. I didn't speak Mandarin, so I had no clue what he was saying. But now he's like, oh, we were kids. Like, that was so long ago. Bitch, are you a fucking dung beetle? This is literally what it would look like. Have y'all noticed that every time a woman posts a video of herself getting rich, popping off, being hella successful in life, there's always some bitter cheese curd of a man commenting some shit like, oh, is your rich husband behind the camera? You better thank your rich daddy for all of that. Okay, Kevin. It's not your fault that every time you stand up from a chair, your ass crack is showing from the top of your jeans. You are built like a concrete block. I will stick a firecracker so far up your ass. So I saw this video today that was like, oh, so long as you're confident, you can pull whoever you want. Bitch, the only thing I can pull is the fridge door. I got a package. It's time to open. From Joven? I'm 18 and I still don't know how to open a package. I did it. Ooh, oh my god. I'm so excited. Alright, so we've got a lot to unpack here. So this is a like retro-inspired pixelated speaker. Let's get this baby out. Ooh. So as you can see, there are some like little clicky buttons on it that I'm so excited about. It's like a funky Bluetooth speaker scenario. I turned it on. So it shows the time. There's a lot of really cool different functions. As you can see, you can change the volume level. I feel like a librarian. Oh my god, you can play games. It's so cute. I have loved you since we were 18. So you wake me from this bed. I'm obsessed. So I had this person show up in my DMs who was like, Erin, you're not ugly, but at the same time, you're not hot. You're like lukewarm. Honestly, I think that's kind of smart. Because nowadays, everyone thinks you have to either look gorgeous or look like the shit stain at the bottom of a gas station toilet. In reality, we can all be a bit of both. So I'm very happy being lukewarm. Like, you can have days where you choose to be attractive. Then at the same time, you don't have an ego. Some days I look like this. Others I look like this. But on the days when I don't give a shit, I look like the yellow Teletubby. Big head ass, the fuck. Y'all know the Christmas carol that's like, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. I think it means Merry Christmas in Brazilian or Spanish. But if I don't get into a relationship before Christmas, I'ma be Feliz Navidad. Do you think everything is a sign from the universe, or are you normal? Cause today I wanted a reason to go to McDonald's, and there was a pigeon that flew by, and it looked like it was carrying a large fry, or like a single tiny breadstick. I took that as a sign from the stars to go get myself a Big Mac. It turns out the pigeon was actually carrying a human finger. But that's okay because maybe it was just hungry. It's time to play my favorite game of the day. Is my headache caused by A, lack of sleep, B, lack of water, C, lack of nutrition, D, too much melatonin, W, too much caffeine, or R, a brain tumor? Y'all know those popular girls who think they can sing, but in reality they sound like a supermassive black hole? I was paired up with one of them to finish a project, and Miss Girl did nothing. Didn't even type a single syllable. So I had to go out of my way and finish her part of the project. And so today she posts on her Snap story a video of herself singing, Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Bitch, you can go jingle your head into a brick wall, the fuck? My head has so much power. I was determined to learn how to do at least a little bit of math today. And you know what? I lost my shit and slammed my head aggressively into the table. The absolute power I have. This is a hard-ass table. Boom, bitch. This is the brief reenactment of what happened. The square root of x to the power of y is... The one time I've never been more stressed out in my life, I was presenting with this girl over Zoom to our class of like 30 people, and she was in charge of like the presentation slides. I was like in the middle of my sentence, and a gigantic fucking scraggly ass pussy flashes onto the screen. We were presenting about Mesopotamia. Girl, why do you have a picture of a pussy in our presentation? What does that have to do with Mesopotamia? We ended up passing because I told the teacher it was a picture of a hot dog with extra ketchup. But I'm still confused. How do you just randomly have a picture of your cooch floating around? And why does it randomly show up when I'm talking about irrigation systems? Your pussy doesn't need irrigation. Erin?
He fucked me with a toothbrush.
Yeah? Erin!
Fucked me with a toothbrush.
Can I fucking help you? You know, I think it's really funny how when girls are hungry and craving food, they're just like, if I don't get some fucking McDonald's, I'm gonna kill every bitch in this room. But then after you give them their food, they're just like, Destiny, you're so funny. I love your outfit. You just call me a rainbow rice boy? That's kind of funny and a little bit racist. But I've never been called that before. Whenever I see people getting bullied in TikTok comment sections, I always feel really bad for the person. And they're always like, Everyone here woke up and chose violence. But girl, you woke up this morning and chose dumb bitch. You asked the wrong generation. We're terrible people. I don't know if you've realized that yet. We made a meme out of a world war. We think it's funny when old people fall down the stairs. Hey, don't ask us for support. A lot of us are just too dumb to do anything other than be sad. I hope that helps. You know what I'm really tired of hearing? Old people telling us that Gen Z can't achieve anything. Because they think we're too lazy. But because punching old people is illegal, I have a challenge for you guys. Fun fact, but also really sad fact of the day. 95% of the north coast of Alaska is already open to drilling. This was a terrible example, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Last 5% of that land is now at risk for oil and gas exploration. And this could happen as soon as 2021 begins. Like, next week. Even though our lives seem untouched by this land is traditional native ground and is home to animals like polar bears and caribou. Polar bears are already classified as a threatened species, and allowing something like this to happen is only going to put them at more risk. And this part of the Arctic isn't just a reserve for natural life. The Arctic Refuge is also an important carbon reserve, as it locks away large amounts of carbon in frozen ground. Drilling for oil in the Arctic Refuge is going to release a ridiculous amount of carbon into the air. I challenge you guys to go to the link in my bio and click take action. And if enough people sign, we can literally be saving lives. Oh my god, we made it to the last day of 2020. Woo! It's time to look at what you accomplished this year. It says you learned how to do the renegade. Yay, go you. And right below that it says you failed 3 courses. Dumb bitch. And then it says, you cried over a man who doesn't know you exist. Bitch, you may as well go cry over a fucking hot Cheeto. The hot Cheeto doesn't know you exist either. And at least the Cheeto is hot. You have terrible taste in men. And the last thing you have accomplished in 2020, wow, you drank 1 cup of water this whole year. Hooray! I used to be able to do this really cool move. You bend your back and you like flip backwards. I'm gonna try that today. I think you're supposed to warm up. I'm not warm up. Take the socks off. Whoop! Look at this balancing act here. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Can someone explain to me why every time old people say stuff that's fucking rude, everyone's like, oh, but your grandma Susie is very old. Okay, and then they're like, Grandma Susie doesn't catch on to new things that easily. Okay, well, Grandma Susie can catch this fucking fire extinguisher with her face. Can someone explain to me why parents will come up to you and be like, I feed you, I put a roof over your head, but you do nothing for me? Okay, what were you expecting? Like, did you want me to lay an egg? Like squeeze milk out of my titties? I don't understand why we're having this conversation. If you wanted someone to help you, maybe you should have just bought a horse. I didn't ask to be shoved out of your cooch. Happy New Year, you sexy bitch. I'm so proud of you for making it through this whole year. I forgot my line. Happy New Year, you sexy bitch. I'm so proud of you for making it through this year. So I'm gonna make you pie. I'm fucking done. I've made you some pie because I'm really proud of you. It doesn't matter if you didn't accomplish anything this year, and I mean it. Just making it this far is already good enough. So you know what? Let's have some pie. I don't know what's in here. Could be dog shit. I think that was the fire alarm. Okay, it's gone. But you know what? Let's have some of this pie. Let's have some of this together. What the fuck? Why is it wet? Happy New Year! Ooh. It's really good. I ate your piece. I love you very much. Happy first day of January 2021, friends. I'm going to be making a grilled cheese for my first ever meal. So I've got myself some bread, and I'm going to grate the cheese. That I was born to run. This cheese is very moist. Moist like my pussy. If you couldn't tell, I love Miley Cyrus. That tastes like shit. Pussy talented, it do cartwheels. Oh my god, One Direction. Harry Styles. Why is the cheese not fucking melting? This was my most listened to song for all of 2020. Let me just... Bone apple teeth. I don't know where the sausage came from. Do people just wake up in the morning and decide to be fucking dumb? Tell me why my mom invites this one girl to come over for a New Year's dinner, and she brings an entire frozen chicken. My mom leaves to go pick up some more groceries, and she says, "For you two just chat and get along." And then she leaves. This bitch is like, "Hey, well, I'm gonna go cook now." And I was like, "Okay, I'm getting stupid bitch energy from you, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch you so you don't fucking burn down our entire house." Oh my god. This girl puts an entire frozen chicken into the oven. And I was like, "Isn't it frozen?" And she's like, "Yeah." "Well, did you defrost it?" And she's like, "What?" Just like, shut up, let me do my work. Tell me why half an hour later, she pulls her fucking chicken out of the stove, serves it up on a platter, talking about, "I made your family a rotisserie chicken." No, bitch, you gave us a fucking carcass. It is still frozen. That shit is so raw, it is alive. You know when, like, neither of your friends are responding to your text messages? Because they're both just, like, busy or they're just lame. Like, just because you're arguing with your parents doesn't mean you can't FaceTime me. It's called multitasking. Honestly, at this point, I've just been talking to other people. Just because, like, what else am I supposed to do? Just sit there and wait? No, talking to new people has been kind of fun. Now I found more touch-starved friends through this app. So come join me and other lonely gay people on Tiny. I went to my kitchen because I was hungry. I found this sitting on the table. So naturally, my stupid ass thought, oh my god, cashews. They look pretty interesting. I thought maybe they were just foreign. My mom comes in, sees me eating these. She's like, "Oh, so I see you found the silkworms." The what? What did you just say? Can you repeat yourself? She was like, those are silkworms. And now I'm just, how can I be so fucking blind? These are clearly not cashews. Do I look like a Venus flytrap to you, bitch? I'm not gonna eat insects. Oh, except for the fact that I just fucking did. Y'all know people who, like, overshare the fuck out of stuff? Like, they tell you things that you really didn't need to know? Like, I was talking to this girl about my grandmother and how I got her, like, stuffed animals for Christmas. And so I asked this girl, "So how's your grandma doing?" Tell me why this bitch looks at me and says, "My grandma fell down the stairs and died." What in fuck's name am I supposed to say to that? I was like, "Okay, I'm so sorry." I gave her a hug, and then I left. How do you respond to something like that? Oop, she said, "Yeet." This might just be me, but here are some examples of things that my Asian mother says to me. No, cannot go out. Too late. How come every single other person can do math, but not you? The white people do math better than you. You stupid. How come you don't finish your lunch, huh? You want to Starbucks? Why you always want to spend money? Too expensive. Aya, Erina. Why you had no girlfriend? Are you the gay? I don't want to say that it's racism, but I'm gonna say it was racism. So this morning, I'm literally just driving to class, and I go down this road that I take every fucking day. Tell me why this bald-ass police officer pulls me to the side, makes me roll down my window, and says, "Do you know that you're driving in a restricted area?" I was like, "Oh, no, I didn't know." And he said, "Yeah, well, there were like 5 signs." Can I just mention that there were like 4 other people who were parked in the same area as me who also didn't see his sign? And while he was talking to me, 3 other people drove by. Hello, food for thought. If 7 people don't see your fucking sign, maybe it's not there. That's not even the worst part. He looks at me and says, "I'm gonna have to fine you $200. Bitch! While he was busy fining me for driving to class, he let 4 white people through with a warning. I asked him, "Excuse me, why am I being fined?" And he says, "You broke the rule." Oh, I guess those white people just didn't break the rules. If you're having a bad day, I just thought it'd be nice for you to know that a girl who used to be in my class posted a thing to her story that was like, "Oh, like, honest opinions about me, please." And she responded to her own story and said, "Oh my gosh, you're the Heather. Queen Heather. You are the main character. You are so pretty and talented." This would have been fine if she didn't screenshot her own response and post it on her and post it to her story with her username still clearly attached. It was so in character. She was like, "Oh my god, you guys, stop. Like, why does everyone think I'm the Heather?" I can't do this today. I can't. It is so funny how in an emergency, the first thing Gen Z does is open the group chat. A bitch could have been fucking run over by a car, and the first thing they're gonna do is whip out their phone and text some shit like, oh my gosh, y'all, the way I literally just got run over by a car. I'm like lying face down in the pavement. Do you think my ass looks good? I think my spine might also be broken. Bitch, I probably look so ugly from this angle. Like, what happens if the guy who ran me over was hot? Oh my god, wait, he is hot. He could literally break my back. Oh, wait, he already did. Probably shouldn't be dying right now because I'm still a sinner. Oh my god, wait, I forgot to do my chemistry assignment. You know what? I'm just gonna die. So, as some of you might know, I posted my first ever, like, serious video.
Forever now I drive alone past your street.
And I got a lot of comments that were like, oh my god, wait, Aaron looks so straight at the end. Excuse me, bitch? Just because I look like something doesn't mean I am. Like, just because I'm Asian doesn't mean I'm good at math. And just because I like men doesn't mean I like men. Men are gross, but I'm still gay. Stop calling me straight, that is so rude. This is just a message for my friends. You need to stop sending me weird shit when I'm with my parents. Are you trying to get me crucified? Okay, my parents are fucking old. They already think I'm weird as shit. Okay, because I was literally with my whole family. With my laptop connected to the TV, streaming a Disney movie. And you know what my friend sends me? This fucking picture. I have no clue what this is. Trisha Paytas? Donald Trump? Hey, whatever it is. This shit popped up on my computer screen when my family was trying to watch Frozen. I had to slam my screen shut and explain to my mother how this was Elsa in a reincarnated form. And I haven't spoken to them since.